Hey, good morning to you. It is 7 o'clock here on the East Coast, and I'm Anne-Marie Green. We're going to begin this Thursday with new information about the makeup of President-elect Biden's White House senior leadership team. Longtime Democratic operative Ron Klain has been tapped to serve as chief of staff. Now, Klain has worked with Mr. Biden over the past few decades, and the familiarity could be invaluable as the Biden-Harris team pushes forward with transition preparations. Meantime, President Trump is standing firm on fighting the results of the election. Debra Alfarone is following the very latest in Washington. Debra, the announcement that Klain is joining the team is certainly receiving a lot of praise from some high-profile Democrats.
Yes. And Anne-Marie, it seems like a couple of people are now weighing in about this. So we did hear from Senator Elizabeth Warren. She is calling this pick superb. And we're also hearing from AOC, the progressive Democrat congresswoman and member of the squad. And she's calling it encouraging.
President-elect Joe Biden has named Ron Klain as his chief of staff. Klain was Mr. Biden's right-hand man at the start of his vice presidency and later became President Obama's Ebola czar.
One of the key touchstones of what we did during the Ebola response in 2014, 2015 was to let science and expertise drive the response and not let politics drive the response.
The president-elect is expected to announce a number of cabinet positions this month. Vermont Senator Bernie Sanders was asked by CNN if he would like to be Labor Secretary.
If I had a portfolio that allowed me to stand up and fight for working families, would I do it? Yes, I would.
Mr. Biden is moving ahead with the transition despite President Trump's refusal to concede. While many Republicans are supporting the president's fight, all eyes are now turning to Georgia, where two runoff Senate races are drawing national attention.
All eyes in this country are on Georgia.
Republicans need to win just one of the two races in January to give them control of the Senate and the ability to put a check on the Biden administration.
The showdown of all showdowns in terms of politics and what it means.
Yesterday, Georgia's Secretary of State authorized a recount in the presidential race, though Mr. Biden's 14,000 vote lead is unlikely to be overturned.
This will help build confidence. It will be an audit, a recount, and a recanvass all at once.
Election officials across the country say they've seen no evidence of widespread voter fraud.
So, Deborah, in addition to health care and the coronavirus pandemic, we're also learning more about the president-elect's immigration agenda. What can you tell us about that?
Well, basically, the president-elect is going to try to overturn a lot of the things that the current president has done. We'll start out with DACA, because that's one thing that he's going to be looking at changing up. He wants to fully restore it, and that's going to fully restore rights to about 640,000 undocumented immigrants who were brought here when they were children. The second thing I want to talk to you about is the so-called Muslim ban. And we remember this, certainly the video of people in airports not being able to get home or see loved ones. That's very chilling to remember. And that really restricts travel and immigration to about 13 mostly African or predominantly Muslim countries. He's going to look to overturn that. And then he's going to also, we're hearing, a 100-day freeze on any type of deportations while he figures out what his guidelines are going to be and puts together guidance. Because a lot of times you hear about ICE officials going out to look for specific people, and then you'll hear about collateral arrests, where they arrest people who happen to be doing nothing wrong but happen to be in this country illegally, and so they don't have legal status, and then they get arrested. So he's going to put a 100-day freeze on any type of indications about doing anything like that. We'll hear more about the guidance regarding those arrests from ICE later on, but those are a couple of things. Basically, you can just boil it down to this. If it's something that President Trump put in place, it's likely that President-elect Biden will try to overturn that.
That's a great little sort of thumbnail, a great way to put it. Debra Alfarone, thank you so much.